All right. Peace and love, beautiful people. I hope you're feeling amazing because tonight we're going to be diving into the most powerful healing practice on earth. It's no debate, it's no back and forth. This is literally it. I'm going to be showing you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the most potent thing that you can do. And the beautiful thing about it is you can do it anytime, you can do it anywhere. And it doesn't require you to have water. You don't have to have special herbs. All you need to know is how to do it. So I'm gonna give y'all a minute. I'm really excited. You know, it's crazy. I haven't been able to take a microdose for a few days, but when you learn how to continually feed yourself a particular vision, a particular energy over and over, your body begins to replicate that feeling on its own. So even though I haven't taken the microdose, I can feel the psilocybin, the effects of the psilocybin still running through me. And it's friggin' amazing. So, for those of you who do not know, my name is Mikael, aka the Holistic Jedi, and I am here as always to give you high-level, reliable health information that you can use to get the biggest results in the shortest amount of time so you can live the way you want to live. Like, I am not the person that's going to try to put you into a box of religion for food to eat plants. I'm not going to demonize you for eating meat. I'm going to show you how you can maximize, optimize, and make efficient your lifestyle so that your health can be vibrant regardless to whatever it is you want to eat and however it is you decide to live. So let's dive in. First and foremost, we got to lay the groundwork. We got to lay an understanding. And I have to kind of shift your mindset on things because the way that each and every one of you have been primed to think is that toxins, the things that are in the air, the things that are in the water, the things that are in the food, all of these things that you're eating and are really the cause of your problems because they create toxins that put your body in a toxic state, whether you want to call it acidosis, whether you want to call it inflammation, whether you want to call it a dysregulated nervous system. It's this. The source is toxins. But what I need you to begin to realize is that the toxins that you've been avoiding in the food, in the water, and you're going about avoiding the toxins, that is not the most toxic source of toxicity that you take in. Let me explain this. Yes, the Wi-Fi does affect our cells. Yes, the cell phones. Yes, the screens when we have it in our hands or we have it in front of us, or if you have a TV in front of you. A TV in front of you is going to direct a beam either between 30 and 50 feet directly through the walls. So if you have a TV on the other side in the other room and it's in alignment in front of your bed, then you're getting radiated, aka microwave, when you sleep. These things are real. But the thing that you consume more than anything else that has the biggest impact on your health, it's the belief system that you have that creates the attitudes that you live in and the thoughts that you think. That's very, very, very clear, and I need you to begin to see that. The core self-identity that you have that create the activities that you do internally and externally, and the thoughts that you think. So, with what I'm getting ready to teach you, it's going to teach you how to change the core of your feelings about yourself to shift your attitude and shift your thoughts. Y'all with me? All right, okay. Now, if any of that sounds unfamiliar, it's okay. Then it's okay. In time, you don't really have to know the background behind this in order for it to work. That's what I love about the things that I learn, and at least the way that I put them so that you can understand them. You don't have to know all the buttons on the remote control. You just need to learn which buttons you need to press to get the result that you're looking for. Check? So, it's the same thing with this practice. So, if I need you to get into a space for a moment. Get into a space where you can have at least 5 minutes of undisturbed, remotely silence, peace, tranquility. Because in order for you to do this, that's what it's going to require. Initially, just to learn how it feels. All right? So when you all are ready, go ahead and type something to let me know that you're ready in the chat. Type a number, 9. One of my favorite numbers because it's the number of completion and it's actually the highest number in existence, right? Numbers repeat 1 through 9 only. Any variation, 1,000 is literally 1. 100, 1,111 is literally 4, and it repeats over and over. So 9 is one of my favorite numbers for many reasons. All right. Need some more 9s. Okay, y'all are ready. So here's what you need to do. All right, it's very, very simple. I'm going to plant one more seed and then we'll begin. Whenever you think about something, whenever you feel something, and when you can see something in your mind, the intensity of how defined you make that vision and how connected to a feeling it is makes your mind unable to determine whether or not you are experiencing that in real time or you're just thinking it. Your mind is a computer. It's a piece of hardware that responds to the sensory input. And the stronger you're able, the more you're able to focus, the more you're able to increase that sensory data. And as a result, your mind begins to create those emotions, create those hormones. Those hormones are the communication agents between your cells that can either create a cell that's in harmony or in health, or a cell that's in disharmony or in dis-ease. Check? Now here's what I need you to do. First and foremost, I want you to just shake your body up. Shake it up. Just go, if you're around somebody, or just get less serious, right? Go look in the mirror and go, blah, 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 blah. Yes, you saw what I did on live. It doesn't matter. You need to take yourself out of being so serious. You need to tell your body to, just relax, play. This is essential. The moment you stop taking things seriously and you invite an attitude of playfulness into the situation, everything that you do becomes 30% more effective. This is hardcore neuroscience. So do something right now to take yourself from being in a serious state and just be playful. Be like how Christ said. He said the secret to being in the kingdom of heaven is to be like a child, right? A child is playful. So when you've done that, let me know. Give yourself a moment to be playful. Just do something very silly. Do something very silly and laugh at yourself. When you've done that, just give me a thumbs up or a number 9. Let's do a number 9. Stick with the number 9. All right, perfect. Now, after you've already told your body to stop taking things seriously, I want you to just take one good deep breath. We're going to breathe in, hold it, and on the exhale, we're going to exhale longer than we inhale because that's the key, so your body can have high levels of oxygen because you're breathing out more carbon dioxide. Now, I want you to close your eyes and just listen to me. Close your eyes. Because when you close your eyes, it creates the blank canvas of infinity where you can begin to, like a television, flip through the channels. All right? So close your eyes. And what I want you to do is I want you to think about a time in your life that was full of joy, peace, love, and joy. Matter of fact, I want you to begin to flip the channels of your life and flip through the moments in your life where there was a profound sense of peace, a profound sense of love, a profound sense of joy, even a profound sense of pleasure and freedom. I want you to, as you're closing your eyes, feel these moments. Really give them vivid detail. Right? For me, when I'm closing my eyes and I'm thinking about freedom, the things that come to my mind are when when I was a child in elementary school or high school, and that 3:15 bell would ring, and it just signaled that I would be able to play video games all friggin' day. When I think of freedom, I see the time in my life where I left St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands and I landed in Atlanta, and the world was just so friggin' big. And I got a refund check of like $3,000 that I could do whatever I wanted to with. When I think of freedom, I think of just having some cash and being on the beaches of Santo Domingo with all of the beautiful quintessential things of life at my fingertips. It might be different for you. Whatever it is, connect to those moments that brought you a heightened state of emotions. When you're feeling the feeling from all of those things that you've experienced, I want you to press 9. Open your eyes just slightly. Press 9 and let me know that you've gotten that. Okay. You see that feeling that you're feeling in your body? You might feel a little tingling going up your spine. You might feel some goosebumps coming back. That is your body secreting dopamine, oxytocin, norepinephrine, serotonin. It's creating hormones that are creating what I like to call the best medicine in the world. But we're not done here. We're going to take this further. I want you to close your eyes again. It's euphoria, it's bliss, it's Sat Chit Ananda, right? But I want you to close your eyes again. And I want you to picture your life in the perfect way. Like if you had no limitations at all, how would you be living? How would you look? What would you be doing on a day-to-day? Who are the people that would be there? What kind of car would you be driving? What places would you be traveling? When you go and open your phone, your mobile banking app, how much numbers do you want to see in that bank account? How will you give back to the people that you love? How will you show up in the world if life was perfect? I want you to spend time right now thinking about it very deeply. If your mind begins to tell you this isn't possible, just tell it, look, man, I'm playing right now. Let me play. Stop it, hater. Dive into what that looks like. Dive into what it feels like. Give it detail. How do those Egyptian cotton sheets feel in your bed? How does that steering wheel from that Tesla or from that Jeep or from whatever car it is that's your dream car feel? For real. Get detail. For me, I can taste that perfectly marinated rosemary salmon or red snapper as I watch the sunset on the beach and I'm sipping an herbal tonic while getting my feet rubbed at the same damn time. I can feel the relief on my feet and on the back of my neck here from the two people that are massaging me at the same time. It's amazing. Get into the details for you. And when you get into that feeling, I want you to notice something. I want you to notice when you're feeling this feeling that your body literally has changed. Your body position has changed. It's moved. Your head might be more elevated. Your shoulders might be out. Your chest might be up. Your feet might be to the side. Your spine might be a little curved. I want you to notice what posture your body takes. And I want you to stay there. Continuing to feel those feelings that you feel. Taking the joy, the bliss, the love, the euphoria, the freedom from the past, and using that as a catalyst to feel what you're feeling in your mind from the perfect world that you would live. Feel that feeling and let that posture naturally come forth. It's a face, it's for me, it's so many different things. For me, this is mine. I don't know what yours is, but open your eyes and see how your body's positioned. And feel that feeling. Hold it. Don't move. As you're holding that feeling, I want you to try to feel bad. Don't move your body, but try to think of something that makes you feel bad. Try. You're going to realize something. It's impossible. By holding the posture that is connected to those feelings that you just generated, your body cannot fire off the emotions and the hormones that are connected to negativity. We literally just turned off the switch for the biggest toxin on earth, the negativity from your own mind. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Give me some feedback, y'all. For those of you who were able to do it. For those of you who were not able to do it, you'll be able to see this live on my YouTube page. For those of you who want to do this in person and get a little personalized with it, that's where you can get in the blueprint. But how do you feel? Y'all said, mind blown, right? She said, I feel light. All of the things that we do, from emotional eating, from not showing up in our relationships, not showing up at our job, not showing up with our children in the positive perspective or the positive energy, all of those things are the result of our own thinking not being in alignment with what we actually want. If you understand how to use what I just gave you, you will be able to do ridiculously amazing things with your health. You will be able to disconnect from the negativity that other people bring in your life. You will be able to disconnect from the negativity that the environment that you are in tells your mind. Each of us have the ability to choose what it is we're going to feel, what it is we're going to act on, regardless to the insane amounts of negativity that is always coming our way from people demanding things from us and us bending our will in the pursuit of peace. Almost like floating. Exactly. Right? So there are other things that you can do with this. For me, you see this little device right here that is spinning. This is my little cauldron. I look at it, I infuse it with specific emotions, and it acts as a metaphysical tool to continue to emanate these things out. It's an orgone generator connected to the orgone piece, and it's rotating on a device that has a whole bunch of triangle shapes on it. It's some really cool stuff. The other thing that I like to do is I like to create what's called a talisman. A talisman is an object that becomes charged with the emotional activity, with the emotional content that you want to create, or a specific outcome. For me, when I'm in a heightened emotional state, I hold my Elder Wand. Right? For those of you who don't know Harry Potter, then you don't know Harry Potter, but I'm a big nerd. And this is the Elder Wand that Dumbledore has. Right? The threshold here, created by Death himself. It is said when you have all three, you become the master of death. But anyway, these are tools that I have that continually, if I ever fall outside of an optimal state and I need to get rid of these things that are coming to me to teach me, I will lean on things. I will assume my pose, and then I will use all these other things to magnify it. All right, so now that we covered that, For those of you who missed it, it's okay. For those of you who want to learn how to do this, don't sweat it. This is going to be on my YouTube page. But now that you have me, I am absolutely here to do any Q&A. For those of you who do not know what I do and the way I do it, I take all of the most complicated principles of health, the most outdated, antiquated, quote-unquote religious things that usually put things in black and white, and I blend them so that you can have the most optimal way to improve your life. All right, so go ahead, you feel amazing. Hey, for all of you who were able to do it, shout out. What is this? Cut the Cord VIP TV. If you want to come on live and ask a question, you can do that too. Either way, I'm just here to serve you all. I'm here to help. I'm here to make sure that from this conversation today, you can take away something that you can apply and use. And within a matter of a few minutes or days or weeks, you're going to continue to get more and more results. That's why I start with the mind. All right, so y'all, I'm here. Ask me questions. I don't do consultations. So when you have me live, it's the best opportunity for you to get your question in so that you can have the clarity that you need to move forward. So if it's private, you can just go to the button down there, right? And if it's not so private, you can just ask it. But please, when you're asking your questions, I need you to be specific. Don't just be generic. I need you to be specific to the problem that you're dealing with and some of the things about you. Because if it's not specified to you, I can't give you an answer, right? That would be asking me to pick something out of 1,000 pages that's relevant to you. All right, so I'm here and I'm gonna answer a few questions. I'm waiting. Here's how you know you've done it right. When you connect to that feeling, there's going to be a surge of energy that goes from your spine and it comes up and it lands around right here. You'll feel a tingling. It either be a heating sensation or a cooling sensation. You may get some goosebumps, but that is an indication that your entire nervous system has shifted, and now it's feeding off of positivity versus the norm that you've created for yourself, the automation. You're out of the automaton. You're out of the mindlessness, and now you're into co-creating the health and the life that you want. They are not separated. All right, a lot of people separate it, but it's not separate. The health that you have is always a reflection of the beliefs, the attitudes, and the emotions or thoughts that you think. That is the reason why more and more I see people that eat the plant-based diet, do the juicing, they're not getting the same results because no one has taught them this component of the healing process. That is the reason why for anybody watching this, you're going to see me switch what I do. I'm going to help everybody learn how to use stress-relieving techniques to drop 15 to 40 pounds of weight in less than 12 weeks. Because once you relax your nervous system, more oxygen gets inside your body. When more oxygen gets inside of those cells, guess what? The waste that forces your body to create fat, to store it, begins to become flushed. It flushes out your body effortlessly. That's why it's called the effortless weight loss protocol. All right, so for a lot of you who are dealing with weight problems or even just dealing with high levels of toxicity in the body, instead of trying to do a detox like how I've done in the past, I have the 20-day group detox. People have gotten ridiculous results. But I saw that a lot of people were still, after they do the detox, going back. And the real reason why they went back is because you did the activity, but your beliefs didn't change. So if the beliefs don't change, you go back to the activities that are in alignment with the identity that has the negative beliefs, that creates the same attitudes, that get you thinking the same thoughts and doing the same activities that got you there in the first place. So if you really want the long-term lasting change, you got to learn how to do the mind-shifting, emotional release, nervous system relaxing techniques. All right? I can feel my heartbeat. Anya, you're over there. You're over there having a good time. So, for real, seriously, y'all, ask me some questions. If you're not going to ask me any questions, then I will end the live. Because time is just so precious. You know, I kind of want to just go somewhere where I can see the moonlight reflect off of the water and use those negative ions to energize my visualizations. I have so much wonderful things coming for y'all, for real. I want to help millions of people heal. I've been working on a fast over the years okay. All right. That's a specific question. Let's pin this. All right, let's see. Lyric Bone says, I have been working on a fast over the years for 4 years. I've been doing this fast from 12 to 7 every day now. I'm thinking about doing a fast every other day as far as eating 1 meal a day. So Lyric Bone, I would say that can work. Ultimately, I'm going to be dropping down my food intake to 1 meal every other day, but I'm doing it in a system that allows my body to adapt. So the longer we go without eating, the more our body's going to have to learn to recycle itself or eat itself with the macronutrients that are in our body currently. So if you have a lot of muscle mass, then that's going to be something that you'll be able to do, but you'll notice your body will want to rebalance itself with more macronutrients based on the long-term application of it. So that's to say, even with my 1 meal a day, there'll be days where my body will ask me for more because I'm still putting a huge demand on it by pushing so much weight. So now my journey to optimization requires me to inspect how I'm working out to work out more efficiently in a way where my body can have the strength that I want it to have without getting too bulky, without having the mass. That way the macronutrient level is changed. So yes, you can do that. I mean, I know people that, eat like that regularly. However, in the world that we live in as a man, we have to consider that our value as a man is literally in our ability to not just provide, but also protect. I don't see the point, right? That's where I kind of get away from, you got to look at the practicality of the lifestyle that people are suggesting you to live in terms of being spiritual or being plant-based. Because if you cannot pick up your wife and your daughter and walk a mile, or if you can't carry them to safety if anything would ever happen, what's the point in being healthy? There is none. If you can't defend yourself or fight as a man, what's the point of being healthy? So it's a combination of things, right? I train because training is the way to increase your mitochondrial health. And with mitochondrial health, you age more gracefully. You're going to live longer because only mitochondria create energy in the body. Everyone has y'all eating these alive foods for energy. And the truth is, it's just the water from the food that your body uses to break down to create energy. Your body's mitochondria, that little green organelle inside the cell, it takes the water and the oxygen, the air that you breathe, and it splits the water. It does what the sun does, but with different elements. It's a hydrogen reactor. That's what our bodies are. That's why the guy that was able to invent the car that runs on water, he was able to do that. He recognized that, and he got because you're not supposed to disrupt the industry like that. So, let's see. What's the next question? Let's see. Come on. You say, what do I eat when I'm eating like that? Do I train combat sports or workout? It's a combination. So I'm not training just for the muscle. I'm training for the functionality. So I want to be able to have explosive power to where I could deter someone from even wanting to fight with me. You know, crazy grip strength to where to do things just to avert. I want to have power for the purpose of creating peace, not to destroy someone. Like, you know, my brother, Mike Rashid. Anyway, do you train? Yeah, so what do I eat when I'm breaking my fast? It's usually the same meal. I have a combination of quinoa or rice and beans and with eggs. Now, I don't recommend this for everybody. I had to work to this point. I had to learn how to do this properly, right? I went from being vegan, plant-based, real plant-based, eating clean for 7 years, and I switched, you know, courtesy of my brother Damien, Mr. Wellness Mogul. You know, he was planting seeds in my head when I lived in the DR, and it made more sense when I started to look at the nutrition and the science versus listening to the religion and the superstition, which usually has no merit in anything that's factual, verifiable, or measurable, right? It's feelings and belief that take over your mind. And now you're cringing at the idea of eating an egg because it's chicken period. When in actuality, everything that you eat breaks down to fats, amino acids, carbohydrates, you know, enzymes, and micronutrients, aka minerals. That's really what it is. So when we look at things more practically and we really begin to look at how things work, we stop demonizing food. I'm able to help people heal so-called diseases that should only be able to be healed by eating an all fruit diet or eating an all plant-based diet with fruits and vegetables. You can heal high blood pressure and diabetes eating some meats in a specific way, because it's not what you eat, it's what you're doing before you eat that allows your body to break down and assimilate the nutrients. It's not what you eat, it's how well are you hydrated, how well are you oxygenating the body through breathing, how relaxed is your nervous system. If you're a plant-based eater and you're going to the grocery store, and every time you go to the grocery store, your body's in cognitive dissonance and in frustration and irritation and anger because you can't eat your favorite rosemary salmon, or you're looking at the food and you're thinking, oh, this is all sick, this is all messed up. I'm sorry, but you're following the wrong path. You're not going to get the healing that you're looking for. The sacrifice is rooted in resentment and guilt. You don't have to do that. You just have to learn how to use what you need, and your body's going to heal itself effortlessly, period. So let's ask some more questions. Hey, Jocelyn. What's up, sister? Congratulations to you and your beautiful family and your life. I love to see it. Takes me back in the day to when you worked at that library. Besides consistency, stretching, do you have any tips to increase flexibility faster? Absolutely. So in order to extend flexibility faster, first, get out of your mind that you need to do anything faster. You need to surrender. The art of relaxation requires you to let go of your expectations and be so present that your body can then relax. The reason why you might not be getting flexible faster is because you have too much of this. Let me tell you something that's really, really, really crazy. If someone were to put you under anesthetics, if someone were to put you to sleep right now without any training at all, you would be able to split. You would be able to put your head by your knees. You would be able to do a side split. Because what makes you unable to be flexible is your nervous system. So just in the question, how do I do it faster? That element of psychology is keeping you from being more flexible. But the way that you do it is by, like, if you want to get more flexible hips, then you would do a lunge and lean into the lunge. You let gravity work on you. You go, same thing with any stretch that you're doing. Yes, you can take a weight, like if you want to do a pancake, like how I'm working on my pancake. I could take a 5-pound weight and I could put it behind my head and it'll let me fall easier into the pancake. right? But what I found, because now I can do a split, I can go like this and boop, my split is literally on the floor like this from the side. What I found that helped that is learning how to stretch the ligaments and the joints that are a part of that. So not just the hamstring, not just the quadricep, not just, but the hip flexor. Have I been doing things to strengthen and not just build? And so relaxation follows tension and power follows relaxation. So the greater degree that I'm able to completely relax, when I then come from that state of relaxation, there's more power. But the more power I'm able to exude allows my muscle to literally just have the silent death. Right? So that's, if you work, you have to learn how to work out your body. This is something that I will handle in the blueprint because I do have my God Body Fitness regimen that's getting ready to be released. The videos were recorded, they're just edited. So for people that want to learn how I work out to eat one meal a day, no more than 70 grams of protein ever, you can do it. It's just a process. And truth be told, that process requires you to have a base of health before you do it. You can't just go in and start doing that. You can't do anything like that. Your body has to be corded to that place. Your digestion has to prepare for that level of food in a short period of time. Your level of hydration has to be adequate in order to break down that food. And then you still have to know the little nuances that I do, like the chlorella, high amounts of chlorella and some heavy metals before I go to sleep, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal things throughout the day to mitigate the bacteria and parasites that come from eating animal-based foods. Right? So anyway, these are good questions, y'all. You said you've trained judo and jiu-jitsu. My sensei is going to start using blindfolds. Sound cool? Oh yeah, man, that sounds like Jedi training. Sounds wonderful. No, please, I'll take one more question for those of you who are here. I really want to answer a question for someone that's struggling. So for those of you who are really, really going through it, I know that as a parent myself, as a parent, you have less time for yourself. I almost want to help exclusively parents, but I don't want to alienate everybody else. But as a parent, we have to divide our time between our work, between our relationship with our significant other, and our children and ourselves. Our time is literally spread thin. So for those of you who want to learn how to optimize, it's all about being able to get the greatest amount of results, the greatest impact in the shortest amount of time. And I literally took you guys through the most powerful healing practice tonight in this life. I gave it to you. I put it on a platter. I walked you through it. We did it. Now you know how to assume your power pose and shift your mind so that all of the internal negativity and the external factors that trigger that internal negativity are diminished. Life with Danae. She said, not sure if you know, but any reason I always lose my baby at 12 weeks? Oh, sister, I'm sending love your way, okay? I'm sending a lot of love your way. You're losing your baby in your first trimester because your body is not healthy enough to carry a child. Period. So, there's preparation that needs to be done before you have a child. I would highly recommend, if this is happening to you, you need to do a reset, man. Please do a reset. Please, I would be honored to help you do that. To bring a child into this world, intentionally wanting to do it after failing so much, you're going to have to get out of your mind and disconnect from the past so that your body doesn't begin to create the fear that then creates the situation again. You go through the blueprint. The blueprint is the lifestyle transformation healing system. That's what it is. I took all of the things that helped me help people reverse HIV in 6 months while eating fish and wine. People reverse high blood pressure and diabetes. People reverse their problems while still being able to relatively eat what they want to eat, because I show you where to focus your attention, where to focus your efforts to get the biggest result. I'm telling you, Danae, please just join the blueprint. 3 times? Let me see. Jesus. Sister, please, it's just $22 a month. See, my thing is, if I want to help millions of people, so right now, my group is so very affordable. It's so affordable because I want people to get in the door, be friggin' amazed, and be like, yo, he's doing all of this for $22 a month? Yes. It doesn't take a lot for you to get what you're looking for, Danae. Please connect with me. Please. Like, give it 1 year. Give it 1 year. You give the program 3 months. You know, by the time you get into that, I'll be able to help your body reset so strongly that you, from this comment right here, matter of fact, let's screenshot this. Let's show the world what's possible. I just took a screenshot. I'm going to post this inside the group today. Whenever you decide to join, you'll join. But give it a year. Give it a year. No more than a year and a half. If you really are sincerely wanting to have a child, you can go through 3 months, let your body flush out all these toxins, let these tissues begin to regenerate, let your emotions release the trauma from losing a child 3 times at 12 weeks, and watch the miracle happen. Watch it. Watch it. This is all we have to do. We don't have to speak too much. If you take the actions that you need to take, you will get the result. That is the gift of life that we've been given. That's the gift of being tiny gods, tiny creators. The gift of creation that we've been given. If we think about it, if we know what we want, and we think about it, we visualize it, and we constantly take actions on it, it is impossible to not receive it. So, does anybody else have anything that they're really struggling with? Things that they really want to get over? What are the things in your life that's making it difficult for you to get the result that you're looking for? A lot of people, when it comes to health, they go right to the herbs because herbs give them the instant gratification. I sell herbs as well. But before I sell you an herb, I always stress to people, let me not use the word stress, I always emphasize that there are more important things than herbs. Herbs are supplements. They're the 5th thing that you should be focused on when you're creating your optimal health. So, if anybody doesn't have any questions, then I'm going to sign out, but I'll take one more question tonight, and that's it. All right? One more question. Mr. Andres, give me a little more detail. Is it bloating after you eat? Is it bloating when, randomly throughout the day? If it is randomly throughout the day, it's usually not random. It's usually at a specific time. What time is it happening? What things are you eating? Give me some more detail and I'll be able to answer you. Bloating is always a symptom, though, that your microbiome, the gut bacteria in your body, cannot process a food. 9 times out of 10, it's because you're eating a food that you have a sensitivity to that you do not know you had a sensitivity to. Food sensitivity testing is as easy as using a device from your home to see what foods your body is having a difficulty digesting. Your last live about going ghost while creating your new self was powerful. Treating your new identity like a baby. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of you may or may not have noticed, but I haven't been as active as I usually am. That's because I'm doing that right now. We have to really, really, really nurture ourselves. Not just the projects and the goals that you have. Nurture yourself. I put things inside the blueprint, and I'm putting literally a playlist. There are like 2 videos that I think every human being on earth should listen to. And then as they're listening to the video, the person is giving you instructions on specific things for you to do. Then I have the application that you download to your phone so that you can begin to check these things off of your checklist every single day. So that you can begin to see yourself moving consistently towards what it is that you said you want. Then you could also harness the negativity. See, we need to use both motivation, which is a push energy, and inspiration, which is a pull energy, to help us move forward to where we want to go. If you don't do the said thing that you want to do, then what is the negative things that's going to happen in your life? Example, if I don't work out, my body's going to get fat. If I don't work out, my body's not going to age gracefully. If I don't work out, I'm not going to have absolutely mind-blowing, earth-shattering, shaking sex. What the hell? What the heck? Oh boy. Don't know why that happened, but maybe that's a signal to end this thing. You have to harness that negativity to allow you to push you to where you want. What the hell is going on here, man? 1 second, y'all. All right, there we go. So you got to harness the negativity from what you don't want to push you away from it, and then have a clear vision of what it is you want, where it is you want to go, and who it is you want to be, to pull you in that direction. Both forces are powerful. Negativity is powerful. You have to learn how to channel and harness it and transmute it. Inspiration is powerful too. Use everything. See, that's what I do. I will use everything at my disposal to help you use the elements and variables in your life to get you to where you want to go. It's literally $22 a month. It's crazy, y'all. For those of you who haven't joined the God Body Blueprint, which will be effectively changed to be the Life Mastery Blueprint, I suggest you do so now. Once I've finished what I'm adding to it at the end of this month, it's definitely going up to $59, no questions asked. As a bonus to the membership, all of the herbs that I offer are 50% off. It's basically taking my profit, but I don't care. Because ideally, I want the membership to be able to pay for itself. I want more people doing the activities that are going to prove to them that the most powerful things that you do for your health are not eating food and taking herbs. Those are basic. The most powerful things that you do is mental and free. The way you think and feel, the way you breathe, the way you move, and the way you drink water. All right, water isn't free, unfortunately, because we live in capitalism, but it's very cost efficient. The free things that you don't know how to do are literally the biggest tools to transform your mind, to transform your health, and to transform your life. So if you want to learn those things and you want to get more mind-blowing stuff like how I dropped on this live tonight, then you could join. I did the 3-day fast that you have with the grapefruit. Bloating. Okay, so let's drive in there. You bloating after eating. If you're bloating after eating, Mr. Andres, it's time for you to detox, period. Your microbiome has been compromised. There's so much toxicity, either from a toxic load from the things that you've been eating, the things that you've been thinking, and the toxins in the environment that you've been living in. It's time to do a reset. Join the blueprint. When you do, the detox is 50% off. So instead of spending $200 for herbs, you're spending $100. Instead of spending on the detox guide, it's free in there. Shh, don't tell nobody. So, family, I want to send you guys some positivity. I hope that you can look at life and the things that bring you pain and frustration and point your magical mind to them with that wand that's in there and say, ridiculous, all right? And change it to something that's light. The things that bring you pain, the things that bring you discomfort, the things that keep you thinking the same things and doing the same activities that make you feel the same can be changed. And if you use the activity that we went through tonight, you will be able to do so very easily. I can tell you guys this from personal experience. In the face of the things that created the most discomfort, I'm able to literally make my position, and it's like a shield of energy. It cannot enter me because my mind cannot process negativity when it's processing the emotional content from the physical position that's connected to happiness. So, there more of this. Again, Join the blueprint if you want more of this. But if you're not, just continue to hop on the lives and ask questions and engage and learn and grow and evolve. Either way, I want to say thank y'all for letting me be the teacher that gives you this info. Please use it and please apply. I'll see y'all around. One love. Do, 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 do.